I've got a bit of a confession to make. As much as I might claim to be a fan of movies, I haven't seen a lot of the classics. Please don't crucify me in the comments, but I haven't seen movies like The Terminator, RoboCop, Predator, and many other classic movies.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And to be honest, I think my inexperience with older movies leaves my current reviews a bit lacking. And that's why I want to introduce you all to a brand new series. We're taking a step back in time and checking out all the old classics. So join me today for a rewind review. That's right. The first review up is Bloodsport. This comes as a recommendation from a friend of mine. Thanks, Herculio. But man, this movie is so 80s. It's kind of fantastic. I mean, we've got all the tropes of a classic 80s movie here. Cheesy dialogue.
Leave the girl alone.
He's the American shithead who makes tricks with bricks.
You feeling going to Hong Kong?
I love anything with full contact. Need a few more scars on my face.
I heard you can get killed at that Kumite.
Only if you fuck up.
Characters making eye contact and not breaking it for several seconds. And we got some characters that definitely would not exist in movies today. You can't tell me that guy right there, that character, jumping around like that in a loincloth, doing all that stuff, could exist in a movie today. That shit would get canceled so fast. Like, dude, we can't even have dancing animals on Splash Mountain at Disneyland without that being called racist. Like, no shot. We barely got Tropic Thunder. Anyway, now Bloodsport is a straightforward movie. Lots of action, a simple story, and a rival that is strong, but, well, check this out.
Very good. But brick, not hit back.
Oh, what was up with that look he was given? Did you guys like that? What if I look like that? Did you guys like the Chong Li look? Hold on. Yeah, what about this? Does this work for you guys? Chong Li reviews, but movie, not review back. Okay, that's enough. I won't put you guys through that. I guess unless you guys really like that. Anyway, we don't learn much about the other fighters. Small training montages here at the beginning, but besides that, no backstory. Nothing, but we don't need it. We're here for the fights, not for the character development. Speaking of, the martial arts in this movie is a spectacle to behold. Even in the beginning, when Frank is training under his sensei, Tanaka, the training montage is a sight to behold. This movie loves its montages. Check it out. Now, since this movie is so simple, the fights and the plot run in tandem. So let's get to the meat and potatoes of it, shall we? Frank and his friend Jackie, they're competing, and Jackie ends up going against Chong Li. Very confident in his abilities, Jackie goes around strutting his stuff, beating ass, quite frankly, and he gets one up on Chong Li and knocks him down. He begins to showboat and look away, and that allows Chong Li to get the upper hand and get the best of him, actually defeating Jackie and stealing his Harley Davidson bandana, thus infuriating Frank and giving him an even bigger reason to win the competition, all while being pursued by the military, FBI. You know what, it's not really made clear actually, like what exactly the two men who are following Frank are. They're just kind of some sort of authority figure. But yes, we only see 2 days of the competition, which is called the Kumite, by the way. I don't think I mentioned it earlier. Jackie's defeated on the first day. Frank takes the rest of the day to calm down. I won't go into the in-between fight details, because they're mostly and largely irrelevant. But as for day 2, we see a couple of preliminary fights between other fighters, and then we get to the final fight. Frank Dux versus Chong Li. Who will be the winner? Will Chong Li defeat Frank, taking another victim? Or will Frank avenge Jackie and reclaim his stolen property, becoming the first Westerner to win the Kumite?
You break my record, now I break you. Like I break your friend.
Unfortunately for Mr. Dukes, Chong Li doesn't like to play fair. Once Frank gets the upper hand, Chong Li decides to pull out
Pocket sand.
blinding Frank and making it so he can't see. After a few devastating blows to Frank, he collapses and screams in frustration before regaining his composure with the cheers of the audience and proceeding to mollywop Chong Li, winning the Kumite as the first ever Westerner and doing it with a world record. And to be fair, I don't even know if the world record thing is true. It's kind of just claimed in the movie, and I have no way of verifying it. There is something else I want to touch on regarding stuff that can't be verified, or stuff that just claims to be true, but we'll get to that later. But for now, Frank reclaims Jackie's bandana, and shortly thereafter is awarded a katana for winning the Kumite. After the ceremony, Frank decides to visit Jackie while he's recovering in the medical ward. They're catching up, having their bro moment. Frank's love interest is here, and they share a moment of brotherly love, ending the movie with a deeply forged trust between Frank and Jackie. This movie was really great. I had a great time, very well paced, lots of action, definitely worth a watch. I wonder who came up with all this. It's such a great idea, and what a wonderful fictitious story this is. Definitely not based on anything real, right? And here's what I wanted to talk about. The last several seconds of this movie had me utterly astounded and confused. I figured Bloodsport, after taking in the movie, was similar to that of Rambo, or Alien, or really any other action, martial arts, sci-fi idea. I didn't think that this movie was going to be claimed to be based on a true story. And after doing a little bit of digging, I found that Frank Dux is an actual real person, and he claims that all of this stuff had happened, along with many other insane things. I'm not going to get too much into it here, but I strongly encourage everyone to just look into a little bit of Frank Dux. You're in for a wild ride. He's just like Steven Seagal. And their stories interject. Of course they do. As for me, that's about everything I got for you guys. Bloodsport is a fantastic classic martial arts flick. Definitely worthy of the classic title. Definitely check this one out. Grab some popcorn, grab some friends, and give this one a watch. You won't regret it. That's all I got for you guys on my first ever Rewind review. Hope you guys liked it. If you got any suggestions for my next one, let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.